नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हम लोग एक स्पेशल प्रोग्राम के लिए यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं। आप सब लोग ऑनलाइन कनेक्ट हुए हैं। मैं डॉक्टर वी आर मिश्रा, डायरेक्टर विश्वेश्वरैया कैंपस। आई वेलकम यू टू विश्वेश्वरैया ग्रुप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस employability program. This is our flagship program wherein we are assuring the employability to the students, and today we will take an example that how we assure the employability to the students. The topic of the discussion today is Microsoft Excel analysis of population density and related issues around the globe. Now we have to understand कि आज ही ये टॉपिक हमने क्यों लिया। इसलिए लिया कि नाउ वी आर द लार्जेस्ट कंट्री एज पर पॉपुलेशन इज कंसर्न्ड। नाउ वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ दिस लेक्चर। सी, थोड़ा सा पॉपुलेशन से अभी अलग हटके हम ये बात करते हैं कि एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी इम्पार्ट कैसे करते हैं। एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं। लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी आर लर्निंग एक्सेल। ऑफन वी आर कंफ्यूज्ड कि अगर हमने एक्सेल का सर्टिफिकेशन ले लिया तो हम एक्सेल के एक्सपर्ट हो गए। डू नॉट थिंक लाइक दिस माय फ्रेंड्स। यू आर नॉट एक्सपर्ट, यू आर जस्ट होल्डिंग अ प्राइमरी नॉलेज। नाउ यू हैव टू यूज योर formulas, use your tools, formulas like if, sum if, count if, all these formulas, and special tools like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, pivot tables, macros. So after having the knowledge of these tools, आपको एक प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट करना चाहिए। उसके पहले आपको एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट देना चाहिए। हम लोग रिसर्च की भाषा में वी कॉल इट एज अ प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी आर हैविंग द एक्सेल डेटा ऑफ रिजल्ट फॉर ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स। नाउ वी वांट दैट अपॉन पुटिंग द रोल नंबर द स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट गेट देयर मार्कशीट इन एक्सेल थ्रू फार्मूला। If you solve this problem and make it common for all the students, create a dashboard wherein every student can get his or her mark sheet, that will be called as a mini project. So this mini project can be done by anybody. Now the most important, अब तक जो आपने सीखा है, that is not going to fetch you a salary more than 30-35,000, not at all. Now if you want to become a data scientist or data analyst to get a good salary, you have to develop a capstone project. For that, critical thinking is a must. Capstone project means हम समझेंगे कि क्या होता है कैप्स्टोन प्रोजेक्ट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सभी ब्रांचेस के बच्चे, चाहे वो बीबीए हो, एमबीए हो, फार्मेसी हो, एग्रीकल्चर हो, बीटेक हो, पॉलिटेक्निक हो, कोई भी बच्चा, सारे के सारे बच्चों को आजकल एक्सेल सिखाई जा रही है। अगर बीबीए का बच्चा कोई अपने फील्ड का प्रोजेक्ट करता है, फार्मेसी का बच्चा प्रोजेक्ट करता है रिलेटेड टू द फार्मास्यूटिकल डेटा एनालिसिस, देन दैट इज नोन एज अ कैप्स्टोन प्रोजेक्ट। कैप्स्टोन प्रोजेक्ट, it means we are using a particular technology to solve problem of a particular field, that is known as capstone project. So today's capstone project is population growth analysis. Now let us see through this picture. This is a picture in which we can understand population is continuously growing in some countries like India, Pakistan, Nigeria, Ethiopia. Population is growing, but at the same time, my friends, the population is growing negatively in countries like Japan, countries like Italy and many more countries. Europe is also facing heat of this issue. So let us understand what are the topics to be covered today. Lecture outcomes, sure we have to get the understanding of the population growth analysis. Then we have to acquire knowledge about young and aging countries, able to create the effect of population on the GDP growth, and understand the process of presenting data analysis in 3D maps. This is very important और आप एंजॉय करेंगे इसको जब हम बाद में इसको देखेंगे. सेकेंड ये है कि पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ में हम लोग क्या क्या देखेंगे. द पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ ऑफ वर्ल्ड हम पहले मॉनिटर करेंगे, फिर मॉनिटर करेंगे हम द मोस्ट पॉपुलेटेड कंट्रीज. ऑब्वियसली वी आर सिटिंग इन अ कंट्री which is the most populated in the world. In fact, we contribute for nearly 18% of world population and land area less than 1%, far less than 1%. Anyway, countries with maximum population growth, definitely we are not one of them. Countries with negative population growth, sure we are not one of them. Now, and importance of learning the Excel tool. We are making the student expert for using Excel to its limits. We will create slicers for most populated countries, percentage of working population, percentage of old age population. I have added in this presentation, but that will be presented later on in our next series, which will be shown or telecasted in next month. The countries with maximum population growth rate that we will be showing, countries with negative population growth rate. और आपको एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एनालिसिस दिखाएंगे. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. और सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट, द प्रोसेस ऑफ क्रिएटिंग 3D मैप्स, द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ 3D मैप्स और फॉर्मेटिंग ऑफ 3D maps and recording of analysis as per slicers. तो हम मैप में देखेंगे कि कैसे हर कंट्री पर जाते हैं और उसको क्लिक करके पता करते हैं कि उसकी स्टेटस क्या है. एंड ये सिर्फ इस काम नहीं आता मैप, इसके बहुत काम आ सकता है. दैट आई विल शो यू इन माय नेक्स्ट प्रेजेंटेशंस. दोज विल बी obviously the capstone projects. Okay, now let us come and see how the population of the world is increasing. You can see in 1960, it is not 960, it is 1960, we were total 3.12 बिलियन, मतलब हम लोग करीब करीब 312 करोड़ थे पूरी दुनिया में. और आज की तारीख में 788 बिलियन, 7.88 बिलियन मीन्स मोर देन 700 करोड़, जिसमें इंडिया और चाइना मिला के करीब करीब 3 करोड़ हैं हम लोग. एनीवे, ये आपको ग्राफ देख के ऐसा लगेगा कि वर्ल्ड की पॉपुलेशन बहुत इवन बढ़ रही है. ऐसा नहीं है. कई कंट्रीज की पॉपुलेशन बहुत तेजी से बढ़ी है, कई कंट्रीज की पॉपुलेशन धीरे धीरे बढ़ी है, और कई कंट्रीज की पॉपुलेशन नेगेटिव भी बढ़ी है, नेगेटिव की तरफ गई है, मतलब उनकी पॉपुलेशन घटी है. और उनका एनालिसिस क्या है ये हम आगे की स्लाइड्स में देखेंगे. ओके, पहले एक काम करते हैं. हम यहाँ खूब सारी एक्सेल की बात करते हैं, तो आइए हम क्यों ना पहले एक्सेल टूल पे जाएं और उससे डेटा को समझते हैं. तो सबसे पहले आइए हम एक्सेल टूल पे क्या क्या डेटा लेंगे और उसको समझेंगे, फिर आगे की आपको मैं एनालिसिस दिखाता हूं. अब एक्सेल टूल के डेटा को समझने के लिए चलिए इसको थोड़ा सा लार्ज करते हैं ताकि आपके स्क्रीन पे, इफ यू आर वॉचिंग ऑन मोबाइल, इट विल हेल्प यू. तो वी विल मेक इट स्लाइटली बिगर एंड ओके, सो दिस इज द डेटा. And this data shows the name of country, and you can see for any country group this please concentrate on the cell on which I am clicking. Okay, so 1960 ग्रोथ रेट, यहाँ ग्रोथ रेट कैसे मेजर की गई है वो भी आपको बता देते हैं. वो एक्सेल में फार्मूला से आप बहुत आराम से कर सकते हैं. 1980 की जो प्रॉब्लम है, सॉरी पॉपुलेशन है, उस पॉपुलेशन से 1960 की पॉपुलेशन को माइनस करेंगे और डिवाइड करेंगे 1960 से की पॉपुलेशन से और उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 100 से, देन यू विल गेट द ग्रोथ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन। मतलब हम बेसिक्स मानते हैं किसको, जिस जो रेंज में पहला आता है, फॉर एग्जांपल 1960। ऐसे ही सभी का कैलकुलेट किया गया 1981 टू 200। अब क्वेश्चन ये उठता, व्हाई 1981 टू 200? 1980 में जो वर्ल्ड की सबसे पॉपुलस कंट्री थी चाइना ने अपने पॉपुलेशन रिफॉर्म्स लागू किया था, वन चाइल्ड पॉलिसी लागू की थी, और जिसका चाइना पे ही नहीं पूरी दुनिया पे असर पड़ रहा है, एंड इट इज नाउ बिकमिंग प्रॉब्लम फॉर चाइना। नेक्स्ट, फ्रॉम 2001 to 2021, and next we have taken from 1980 to 2021. What we have done, we have taken the total population in crores from another Excel file by using VLOOKUP formula. It makes it very easy to connect two sheets of Excel. Then we have calculated what percentage of population is contained by each country. You can see who are the top two, India and China, बाकी सब एक तरफ है। So the growth rate, we have divided the population growth rate with certain formula. We are not going to discuss that formula. We have divided the growth rate into 4 parts: low growth rate, medium growth rate, negative growth rate, and high growth rate. You can see low growth rate, medium growth rate, negative growth rate, and high growth rate. Now, okay, let us not be bothered about the growth rate. You can see how it can be shown on Excel. Moderate growth rate, low growth rate. Now, population in crores, I have already shown you. This is not a big thing. The most important thing is GDP per capita. This GDP per capita, we can see by, I am clicking on this GDP per capita. GDP per capita means the total GDP of the country for the year 2021 is divided by the total number of people residing in the country. This is known as GDP per capita, and this quantity is presented into 1000, means for example India की GDP per capita per year है 2257 US$, और चाइना की है 12556 US$ per year. Now this GDP per capita, we have shown an income grade. This income grade has been divided as per the norms explained or laid out by United Nations. United Nations has divided the countries as per the income. That income is not country's income, income per capita. So they have divided as low income countries, lower middle income countries, upper middle income countries, and higher income countries. हम ये डेटा इसलिए दिखा रहे हैं कि we will be trying to understand that which income category country is growing in population and which income category is showing what kind of growth in the population rate. This is very important. आप जब आगे के charts देखेंगे तो you will be able to understand. Okay, तो वापस चलते हैं हम अपने पीपीटी की तरफ और इसको मिनिमाइज करते हैं एक्सेल डेटा को, और पीपीटी डेटा को मैक्सिमाइज करके फिर देखते हैं। एक थोड़ा सा एनालिसिस पहले ये चेक करते हैं। आप ये देख सकते हैं कि जो वर्ल्ड की टोटल पॉपुलेशन 1981 से 2021 तक बढ़ी है, दैट इज 77.57%। इसका मतलब अगर वर्ल्ड में 1980 में 100 लोग थे तो आज की तारीख में 177.57 लोग हैं। मैं मैथमेटिक्स की कैलकुलेशन आपको बता रहा हूं। नेक्स्ट, लो एंड मिडिल इनकम ग्रुप माइंडेड, दिस थिंग वाज discussed in the time when I was showing you Excel data. You notice the growth 90.74 is the growth of low and middle income group countries. This is too much. Middle income group countries are showing a population growth of 82.44%. Lower middle income group, see, the people or the countries who are not richer in terms of per capita income are showing more growth as compared to the people who are richer to them. Now, upper middle income countries are showing a population growth of 51.86%. इसका मतलब आप समझ रहे होंगे कि उन कंट्रीज की पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा बढ़ रही है जिनकी इन पर कैपिटा इनकम कम है, और जिनकी पर कैपिटा इनकम ज्यादा है उनकी पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ कम हो रही है। जापान, आप यूरोप का एग्जांपल ले लीजिए, खास तौर से ईस्टर्न यूरोप में। You take the example of Italy, even France is now coming into that category. Slow population growth rate. So this is alarming situation for them. But जिनकी पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रही है, पाकिस्तान, सऊदी अरबिया, इथोपिया और नाइजीरिया, फिलीपींस, वियतनाम, इन लोगों की पॉपुलेशन बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रही है, जो हम आगे मैप में देखेंगे। Okay, so now you can see lots of graphs, number of countries, average income per capita। ये मैंने दिखाया क्यों है, ये ध्यान से देखिए और मेरे माउस क्लिक को ध्यान से देखिएगा आप लोग। अब यहाँ ये देखिए, इस माउस क्लिक को करने के लिए हम इसको थोड़ा सा एग्जिट करेंगे और यहां पर आएंगे स्मॉलर स्क्रीन के साथ, एनिमेशन प्लेन हटा के थोड़ा इसे और बढ़ा देते हैं। अब देखिए, हमें सबसे पहली कैटेगरी है ब्लू कैटेगरी, मतलब हाई इनकम ग्रुप वाली कंट्रीज। हाई इनकम ग्रुप वाली कंट्रीज का पर कैपिटा इनकम इज $43,290। सी द डिफरेंस। And they are growing at a rate of, means their population contribution is 15.37% in the whole world population. Negative growth rate जितनी कंट्रीज की है वो है 16.67% कंट्रीज जो हैं, जो आपकी हायर इनकम ग्रुप में आती हैं, उनकी ग्रोथ रेट बच्चों नेगेटिव है। दोस्तों नेगेटिव है कितनी? 67.67%। अब आप चेक कीजिए कि बाकी किसी की भी नेगेटिव ग्रोथ इनसे कम है, तो इसका मतलब सबसे अमीर लोग नेगेटिव ग्रोथ रेट ला रहे हैं। दूसरा, अगर देखा जाए लो ग्रोथ रेट में भी यही कंट्रीज सबसे आगे हैं, नेगेटिव ग्रोथ रेट में भी अच्छी खासी हैं, और लो ग्रोथ रेट 67 करीब 67% कंट्रीज आर रजिस्टरिंग लो ग्रोथ रेट। इट मींस दे आर एजिंग, दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम। नेक्स्ट चेक करते हैं, मीडियम ग्रोथ रेट 9% है इनका, और हाई ग्रोथ रेट तो 7.58% ही हाई ग्रोथ रेट रख रही हैं। जैसे कि हमारा सऊदी अरबिया है, हाई ग्रोथ रेट इस वक्त रख रहा है, क्योंकि सऊदी अरबिया रिच कंट्रीज है, ये उनमें से एक है। कुल मिला के अगर इस कर्व को हम ढंग से पढ़ें, देन वी विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट द कंट्रीज विच आर हैविंग हायर इनकम कैटेगरी are having excellent per capita income incomparable to the next category, that is upper middle income group countries. Now, it we will not discuss all the things on this very graph or this very chart. We will go to the next slide and we will discuss about that slide, that what is happening in these countries. Okay, let us take these countries, the percentage of HIC countries. HIC means higher income category countries with different growth rate categories. Now let us bring the different growth rate as well. Okay, it is coming down. You can see 67% approximately countries are registering low growth rate. कौन सी countries? High income category countries. This is a big problem. The rich countries are growing in population at a very slow rate. And you will be surprised to know that in May 9.9% countries ही हैं which are registering medium growth rate and 7.58% countries are registering high growth rate. इसका मतलब यह है, और आप इनके एवरेज इनकम पर कैपिटा देख रहे हैं, दैट इज होपिंग, ओ माय गॉड, इट्स $43,290 per year. Convert into rupees, they are the richest people in the world. And their total population contribution, this is very important, population contribution इनका कितना है, that is 15.37% only. Now let us come to the next category, and that is UMIC, upper middle income group category countries with different growth rate categories. Now see the different growth rate. अब पिछले से कंपेयर करते हैं. 62.71% countries are having average per capita income of $741 or sorry $7,410 per capita income, but their population contribution is too large, that is 36.94%. And my dear friend, our neighbor country China is contributing alone 70%. That we will understand by the map. That will be the importance of map. इसका मतलब यह है कि जो अपर मीडियम इनकम ग्रुप की कंट्रीज भी हैं, उनकी भी पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ बहुत स्लो है. और इसमें आप देखेंगे नेगेटिव ग्रोथ रेट 22.0% है, 03% है. That is very very disheartening. Negative growth rate is not a good sign for any country. अभी हम लोग कई डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देख रहे हैं, चाइना एज कर रहा है और चाइना अब अपनी उस पॉलिसी को बदल रहा है जिसमें उसने एक ही बच्चे पैदा करने की इजाज़त दी थी. नाउ चाइना इज ट्राइंग टू प्रमोट the fertility rate, or China is motivating their citizens to give birth to more children so that they can control their young population, which contributes in the growth. Next. Okay, next we will go to the category in which we belong. We were very poor country, we were belonging to the lowest countries. Now we have jumped into lower medium income group countries. So they contribute a total population of 38% of the world. And okay, in 2021 India was contributing nearly 15.67% of the population. So India is a major player in this category and China was the major player in the previous category. Now you can notice one thing. Low growth rate is registered by 46% countries Medium growth rate, it means the lower GDP per capita income group countries are registering medium growth rate or high growth rate. High growth rate is 6% because in this category only few countries are registering very high growth rate. But due to contribution of India as more about half of this population contribution of 38%, India is playing major role in this category. Now we will go to the last category, and that is the percentage of LIC. Oh my God, this is not Life Insurance Corporation of India. Sorry, this is low income category countries in which unfortunately our neighbors are falling. I won't quote those neighbors, we should respect them. So in this category we can see, now you come and see what is the difference. GDP per capita is $675 per annum. And what about upper income or high income countries? It was 290 dollars, if I am remembering correctly. Okay. But their population contribution is very low, thank God. Their population contribution is very low. That is total of 9.45%. But this is being dominated by Pakistan. This is being dominated by our neighboring country, Pakistan. And we can see they are registering very high growth rate. The growth rate, high growth rate percentage is 23.81% of countries belonging to this category are registering high growth rate. It means गरीब कंट्रीज जो मानी जा रही हैं उनकी पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ रेट मीडियम और हाई की कैटेगरी मिला दिया जाए तो करीब करीब 75% से ऊपर चली जाती है. दिस इज रियली अ बिग डिफरेंट from our previous one. See the graph, previous में मिला दिया जाए तो 54% था और उसके पहले में तो बुरा ही हाल था. उसके पहले में 28% के आसपास था जो सबसे रिच कंट्रीज हैं. ओके, तो हम लोग इतना समझ चुके हैं. Now we will go to the map, the most interesting part of this presentation, after which we will end this program. And now let us play this map and see. I'm not going to explain you how this map is being created, how this map has been created, but let us see what kind of information this map can fetch to you. For example, till now we have been looking upon the various graphs and trying to understand, and we concluded that the poor countries in terms of population per capita are growing faster as compared to the very rich countries. In fact, there is a big gap between the growth rate of poor countries and growth rate of higher income countries. So that is creating a kind of economic disbalance, and that is not good for the world. You can see the civil war in Sudan. Everywhere where there is poverty, there is a fight. So, okay, let us see how this map can be rotated and we can collect the data. Okay, let us start with China. Now, clicking upon this screen, if you click upon China, this is the beauty of a 3D map. You can rotate it, you can annotate it, and you can explicitly get the information about a particular country. Now look upon China. 1960 to 80 they grew by 47%. 20 years 47%, big. Now 1980 1 to 2000 they grew by 28%. Now came the one child policy of Chinese government. It was good for their growth, now it is proving as blunder. Next, see the biggest truth for China, the biggest complexity for the population growth of China is 2001 to 2021. They are growing, they have grown by 11%. 2 decades, 11% growth. And this is coming down. No, the Chinese are not ready to give birth of for more than one child because the education has become costlier for them. I urge the government of India to bring the cost of study down. Otherwise, we also face this kind of problem. Go to the neighbor, the Pride Indians. India grew by 52% in 1981 to 2000, and as opposite to the Chinese population growth, India registered 30% population growth in 20 countries. It also slowed down, but not that dangerously. Now, what is special about these two countries? We have a facility of annotating the map. Here you can put right click and annotate it. You can right click and annotate it. Whatever specific information you want to give about this country, you can annotate in the form of text. So you will be able to understand, as it is having a transparent background. India and China accounts for 35.75% population mandate in 2021, and they are holding only 1.8469, roughly 1.845% of the land of the world. Oh my God, it's a big problem. And the same is the problem with the water resources. Though China is having some of the very longest rivers of the world like Yangtze, Yellow, Mekong, but the water scarcity is hitting China like anything. The same way India is being hit by water scarcity. Okay, let us talk about the biggest country, the largest country on the planet. Oh God. Click it. See, oh my God. They have grew by minus 1.73%. Russia, they are fighting with Ukraine. And they are having almost, Ukraine is having good, about 4 crore people in their country, if I am not wrong. And Russia is having about 6 to 7 crore people in the country. But this is really dangerous for Russia. They are also aging. I'll tell you one interesting thing on the map. This is the advantage of map, my dear friends. Here is an island known as Sumatra in countries of Indonesia. And Sumatra is 30 times shorter than Indonesia and houses more population as compared to Russia. Even हमारा उत्तर प्रदेश is more than 3 times populated as compared to Russia. So Russia, there is a big truth that one of the three, Russia is largest country, then Canada. I'll show you Canada. Rotate the map and go to the western hemisphere. This is Canada. Look upon Canada. They are growing by 23%. It does not make any big effect because the population of Canada is very low. Now Russia, Canada, and another big country, Australia. Let us see an interesting annotation. Russian Federation, that is Russia, we used to say Russia. Canada and Australia, together they share 6.73% of the total land area of globe. But a very interesting fact opposite to India and China. Getting an idea? They share only 2.53% of the population of the world. Imagine what will happen if Russia grows like this. Because Russia is having more population if we compare to if we add the population of Canada and Australia, Russia is having almost twice of the population of Canada and Russia together, Canada and Australia together. This is a big cause of worry. Another major countries which is near to the North Pole, they are very sparsely populated. Okay, let us come to our neighbor Pakistan. Pakistan is coming here. We will get this out and Pakistan in. So this is Pakistan. In the same period, when China grew by 11%, Russia grew by minus 0.1.7%, India grew by 30% around, Pakistan grew by 45%. So Pakistan is one of the countries which is growing very fast in terms of population. Bigger thing, come to Saudi Arabia. In the same duration, this is the beauty of 3D map, my dear students. In the same duration, Saudi Arabia grew 62%, 1960 to 80 they grew 144%. But Saudi Arabia, it is not the fact that their own people are giving birth to many children. No. Saudi Arabia is also growing due to the contribution of immigrants into Saudi Arabia, the immigrants from India, immigrants from Pakistan, immigrants from Sri Lanka, immigrants from Bangladesh, immigrants from Philippines. So Saudi Arabia is growing like that. Another two countries which you might not heard about too much about them. Nigeria, oh, you can show. They are growing at the rate of 70% in the same period. See Ethiopia, they have been the victim of civil war, terrorism and all kinds of problems. Now they are a bit settled down, but we can understand the insurgency due to the growth of population, but they are not growing at a rapid pace in GDP. That is why the problem is, that is where the problem is. I was trying to talk about the complexity of growth. Okay, now let us come to Angola. They are growing. रशिया जिस टाइम में -1% ग्रो करता है, उस टाइम में अंगोला ग्रो करता है 103%. ये कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी है डियर फ्रेंड्स. उस टाइम में जापान ग्रो करता है -1.15, जिन लोगों की पर कैपिटा इनकम बहुत अच्छी है. उसी टाइम में इंडोनेशिया ग्रो करता है 26%. I would say Indonesia is growing very ideally. India is growing ideally. Even Vietnam is growing better because, okay, slowly, but okay, it is okay for Vietnam. They have grown at a rapid pace in the past. And this is Thailand, which is growing around about 12%. So Thailand is going to face some problems. Now friends, we have seen this data, we have seen what all we were planning, and it is time to talk and conclude this session. To conclude this session, we need to understand one thing, the very first thing which we found, that the rich countries are growing in the population mostly negative or slowly. This is dangerous for the world. At any case, it should not be there. They should try to increase their population because it will create the kind of economic disbalance or unequal economic distribution of the world, which will surely spark differences among the countries. Next, the very poor countries in terms of per capita income, like Ethiopia, like Nigeria, they are growing at a very fast rate. This is also a problem. This is a problem because of the fact that if they will grow at this rate, what will happen? Their resources will diminish out. Here it is very important to talk about India as well. India at present have a very ideal situation. See, ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आप ग्रो ना करें तभी आपकी पॉपुलेशन बराबर होगी. दो चीज़ों पे हमें समझना पड़ेगा. फर्टिलिटी रेट, जहाँ की एक माँ ऑन एन एवरेज कितने बच्चों को जन्म देती है, एंड मोर्टेलिटी रेट कि वहाँ के लोग किस दर से, मृत्यु दर क्या है. अगर मृत्यु दर जन्म दर से ज़्यादा हो गई तो वी ऑल नो हम फटाक से नेगेटिविटी की तरफ चले जाएंगे. तो हमें यंग पॉपुलेशन मेंटेन करने के लिए वी हैव टू ग्रो एट ए पेस. इवन ये प्रिडिक्टेड है कि 2070 के आसपास इंडिया की भी पॉपुलेशन नेगेटिव ग्रोथ करने लगेगी. 2050 के बाद हम स्लो हो जाएंगे और 2070 के बाद हम नेगेटिवली ग्रो करेंगे. तो द गवर्नमेंट नीड्स टू मेक अ बैलेंस पॉलिसी इन दीज थिंग्स. And I would like to stop this discussion, and for the next topic you can comment what you need about the population. We can talk hours on the population. I hope you liked it, and I will suggest you to go for 3D maps of Excel and to link it with your presentations. This thing will give a different level of personality to you, dear students, dear faculty members, dear viewers, and certainly your confidence level will be boosted and you will get better jobs. You can change your field into data analysis. Thank you all for listening me, for having patience of that much time. I took a little bit long, but this is very close to my heart to talk about the population. Thank you so much for listening me. Thank you.